It's gonna be almost a year since I finished my studies at HEC Paris. I studied the MIM Grande École. It took me 3 years, including the gap year, lots of struggle and uncertainty, and quite a bit of financial investment as well. But the big question is, was it all worth it? What do I feel about it right now? Let's get into it with this video. First and foremost, let's start with the objectives that I had out of the HEC Paris MIM. What did I really want to get out of it before I joined? Firstly, I wanted to switch out of computer science and engineering, which is what I studied in my bachelor's, and move more towards a marketing career. I did not want to wait 2 to 3 years till I get work experience and then do an MBA after that. Since I'm not interested in computer science anyway, I don't even want to spend 6 months doing it if I know I'm not going to have a future in it. So I didn't want to wait to do an MBA like what most other people do. Secondly, I wanted to move out of India and start living and working in Europe. I wanted to start my career here in Europe. Moving out of India has been something that I've wanted ever since I came to Europe for the first time at the age of 14, and it's kind of been a personal goal since quite a while. Lastly, I wanted to have a great master's experience studying at a top school. I wanted to be surrounded by high caliber people, learn from high caliber teachers and professors, and I wanted to learn about the business and the world from the best in the game. I also wanted to build a network that you can only build at a top-notch business school. So let's get into these objectives one by one, right? For my first objective, switching from CS to marketing, needless to say, I was able to do that. And I was able to do it in the way that I wanted to. During my time at HEC Paris, I had the opportunity to do 2 amazing internships. The first one was totally unexpected. It was in Los Angeles at a tech startup in the media industry. I was a digital marketing intern, and I really learned a lot during this time, professionally as well as personally. I think I'm going to make an entirely separate video about my internship experience in LA. I know I keep saying that, but I'm actually going to make one. Don't worry, like stick with me. But this experience, it changed my life. The CEO of the startup happened to be an HEC alumnus, and that's kind of how I got this internship in the first place. The second internship that I did was at MAC Cosmetics in Paris. And this was again as a digital marketing intern. The crazy thing was that the manager at this internship was good friends with the CEO at my startup in LA, and they both were HEC alumni. And this is something that I discovered with her during my interview. So it was not like this got me that interview, it's just something I discovered after. And that's what made me truly understand and appreciate the network that HEC Paris gave me the access to. After these 2 internships were over, I went back to HEC Paris to finish my studies with the M2 year, like the second academic year, specializing in marketing. This last academic year was really interesting for me because we had a lot of classes that I was interested in. We had tons of guest speakers, which were quite interesting as well. And also lots of group projects, which, I mean, you know how group projects are, but they really taught me a lot about how to work in a team. I think the most important part of the second year was that it was the first time in my life I was actually studying something, spending 100% of my time in something that I'm truly interested and passionate about. And I think for me, this changed everything. I met amazing, talented people from all over the world. I was able to build some really strong connections, and I had a lot of fun, even though it was 2020, because we were all living on campus and we were all living together. Studying at HEC Paris also gave me the skill of networking, which is something which I didn't really do intentionally before this. And I even made a video about networking, which you should definitely go check out. I'm going to link it somewhere here. So I ended the HEC Paris program after 3 years with 2 amazing marketing internships in 2 different continents, and also a marketing specialized MIM degree. I was definitely out of the computer science and engineering sphere. For sure. What was next though? So currently I work as a content and community lead at a tech startup in Paris called Ubu. I'm building a team, I'm creating content that aims to educate people in my industry and build a community around the content that I'm creating and the tool that we're building at the startup. I got this job because of an internship posting that I found in the HEC Paris email list. And through that internship posting, I got the contact details of the CEO and I wrote to him directly. So actually, when I think about it, both my internships at HEC Paris, amazing ones, as well as the job that I have right now, all 3 of these things were in some or the other way linked to HEC Paris. Finally, I've even fulfilled my dream of moving out of India and living and working in Europe. I've learned French, which is something I was able to do at HEC, but also I did a lot of that by myself. I've made friends in Paris from all over the world, French people as well as other expats, and I have a great team at Ubu that I really enjoy working with. So, was it all worth it? I guess from all these experiences and all the things that I just told you, I guess, yeah, the answer is yes, it was totally worth it for me. And I think one of the key reasons why I think it was worth it is because I was really clear about my objectives before going to HEC Paris. And that allowed me to take full advantage of the opportunities that I was offered and also go full speed ahead on everything that I did, because I didn't really stop and think too much because I'd already made up my mind about a lot of things. The advice that I'm going to give you now is that you should really sit down and think about what your objectives are. What are your objectives out of the MIM? What are your objectives of moving to Europe, moving to France? What career path do you really want to take? And what are the different options that you have that are going to allow you to fulfill all of these objectives? For me, for my objectives, coming to HEC Paris, doing the marketing specialization, moving to France, it made perfect sense. But maybe the answer could be different for you. And so I think the important thing is that you should do things in an intentional way. And the only way you can do that is if you're clear about your objectives. All right, there you go, guys. I hope this video gave you a good idea of what I'm feeling like and what I'm thinking about 1 year after I finished HEC. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer to them or address them in a future video. All right, see you guys in the next one.